Olive oil is a worldwide favorite delicious addition to your meals and a powerful source of nutrients. However, some combinations of olive oil with other foods can lead to serious health problems and even threaten your life. In the first part of the video, we'll reveal the 15 most dangerous combinations with olive oil that you should avoid. Learn which products can cause food poisoning, heart and liver problems, and other serious risks to your health. From common mistakes to unexpected combinations, you'll be shocked to learn how it can affect your well-being. In Part 2, we'll cover the 15 best olive oil combinations you should always use. Watch the video to the end to learn about the right olive oil combinations to keep you healthy and enjoy its benefits. This video will be extremely informative and helpful. So, if you want to become a master of your health, click like, and let's get started. Number 15. Never eat olive oil with garlic in large quantities. It can lead to serious health conditions such as gastritis, pancreatitis, and stomach ulcers. Although olive oil and garlic are often seen as symbols of healthy eating, eating them together in excess can be a real threat to your body. Garlic, rich in active compounds such as allicin, has powerful antibacterial properties and stimulates digestion. However, in large quantities, it becomes aggressive to the gastric mucosa, causing increased acidity. When combined with fatty foods such as olive oil, which slows digestion, garlic can seriously compromise the gastrointestinal tract. As a National Institutes of Health study shows, high garlic consumption combined with fats such as olive oil increases the risk of inflammation in the pancreas and stomach. Olive oil, despite its beneficial properties, slows down the digestive process, resulting in longer exposure time of stomach acid to the gastric mucosa. This causes irritation, which in the long term can develop into gastritis or even an ulcer. This combination of foods in large quantities also contributes to acid reflux and inflammation in the esophagus, as confirmed by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. An example of the consequences of overconsumption of this combination was the case of Maria Lopez, a 47-year-old woman from Spain. For many years, she added large amounts of garlic to her food every day, sprinkling it liberally with olive oil. After a while, she began to suffer from severe heartburn and constant stomach pains. After going to the doctor, Maria was diagnosed with gastritis and the initial stage of an ulcer. Doctors explained that the combination of large amounts of garlic and olive oil caused chronic irritation of the gastric mucosa, which led to the development of serious problems. To avoid such problems, experts from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health recommend limiting the amount of garlic in your diet by eating it in moderation, no more than 2 or 3 cloves a day. If you do want to use olive oil and garlic together, it is better to add them to dishes at the end of cooking, which will reduce their aggressive effect on the digestive system. Number 14. Never eat olive oil with fish fried on high heat. It can cause serious diseases such as cardiovascular disorders and even cancer. At first glance, fish fried in olive oil may seem like a healthy and tasty dish. However, when heated vigorously, olive oil loses its beneficial properties and begins to release toxic compounds such as acrolein and trans fats. Frying at high temperatures changes the chemical structure of the oil, making it not only less nutritious, but also dangerous to your health. Fish, meanwhile, also loses many of its health benefits, and when combined with the toxic compounds in olive oil, it can be a disaster for the body. A study conducted by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that olive oil begins to release harmful substances if it is heated above 180 degrees Celsius. Researchers found that prolonged consumption of food cooked with overheated oil increases the risk of cardiovascular disease by 25%. Moreover, heated oil contributes to the formation of carcinogens, which significantly increases the risk of cancer, especially with the frequent use of fried food. One famous case happened to Pablo Gutierrez, a 63-year-old man from Spain. Pablo regularly fried fish in olive oil on high heat, believing it to be a healthy dish. For several years, he did not notice any problems. However, over time, he developed chest pains and shortness of breath. An examination revealed that Pablo had developed coronary heart disease, and his arteries were affected by toxic substances that had accumulated in his body due to regular consumption of fish fried in overheated olive oil. How to avoid this mistake? First, use moderate temperatures when frying fish to prevent the release of harmful compounds from the olive oil. Experts at the American Heart Association recommend cooking fish at temperatures no higher than 160 degrees Fahrenheit, or opting for gentler cooking methods, such as baking or steaming. If you want to use olive oil, it is better to add it at the end of cooking or use it for cold dishes such as salads. This will not only preserve the health benefits of the oil, but also minimize the risk to your health. Number 13. Never eat olive oil with foods high in carbohydrates, such as pasta or white bread. This can lead to the development of dangerous diseases, including cardiovascular disorders and diabetes. At first glance, combining pasta or bread with olive oil seems not only delicious, but also healthy. Olive oil contains monounsaturated fats, which are known to have a positive effect on the heart and blood vessels. However, the problem is that when combined with foods rich in carbohydrates, such as pasta or white bread, this oil can turn into a health hazard. A study conducted by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that eating foods high in simple carbohydrates, such as pasta and white bread, combined with fat, can lead to a significant increase in blood glucose levels. As carbohydrates are quickly digested and converted into sugar, fats, including olive oil, slow this process down. This causes the body to experience fluctuations in blood sugar levels, which over time can lead to the development of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and even obesity. Moreover, the combination of such foods negatively affects the heart and blood vessels, increasing the risk of atherosclerosis and other cardiovascular diseases. One of the famous cases happened to Laura Jones, a 48-year-old woman from the UK. Laura often cooked Italian meals based on pasta with olive oil and white bread with garlic. She was convinced that such food was healthy due to the good reputation of olive oil. However, after a few years, she began to experience serious health problems, a constant feeling of fatigue, weight gain, and spikes in blood sugar levels. After a medical examination, she was diagnosed with prediabetes, and doctors explained that her habit of combining fats and simple carbohydrates played a key role in worsening her condition. This insidious process developed gradually, but with serious consequences. How to avoid this mistake? First, if you don't want to give up olive oil, try to combine it with foods that are rich in fiber and protein, such as vegetables, greens, or whole grain pasta. These foods help slow the absorption of carbohydrates, stabilizing blood sugar levels and improving digestion. The American Diabetes Association also recommends avoiding foods with a high glycemic index, such as white bread, and choosing healthier alternatives, such as whole grain bread or legumes, which maintain a healthy blood sugar balance. Number 12. Never eat olive oil with processed meat products such as sausages and sausages. This can lead to the development of serious health conditions, including cancer, cardiovascular disease, and metabolic disorders. Processed meat products such as sausages and sausages have a rather dubious reputation in the health world. Although olive oil is considered a source of healthy fats, combining it with processed meats can cause dangerous health consequences. The fact is that processed meats often contain added preservatives such as sodium and nitrates, which can form carcinogenic compounds when they interact with olive oil fats. This is especially true when these foods are heat-treated. A study conducted by the American Institute for Cancer Research emphasizes that consumption of processed meats is associated with an increased risk of developing colorectal cancer. According to their study, people who regularly consume such products have an 18% higher risk of the disease compared to those who limit their consumption. Nitrites found in processed meats can react with amines to form nitrosamines, compounds that are known carcinogens. When olive oil is added, this process can be accelerated, increasing the chances of inflammation in the body and cancer. An example of this negative impact is the case of Richard Moore, a 62-year-old man from Australia. Richard was a big fan of barbecues, and his favorite dish was sausages with plenty of olive oil drizzled on them. He believed that using olive oil made the sausages healthier. However, after a few years of these habits, Richard started having digestive problems and was eventually diagnosed with colon cancer. Doctors explained that it was his love of processed meats combined with olive oil that contributed to the disease. How to avoid this mistake? First of all, you should limit or completely eliminate the consumption of processed meat products. Instead of sausages, you can use fresh meat products such as chicken or turkey, which are rich in protein and contain fewer harmful additives. Olive oil is better combined with plant-based proteins such as legumes or nuts, which add fiber and micronutrients to your diet. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention also recommends choosing less processed foods and avoiding highly saturated fats to stay healthy and prevent disease. Number 11. Never eat olive oil with mayonnaise. It can lead to serious health conditions including obesity, cardiovascular disease, and other metabolic disorders. At first glance, the combination of olive oil and mayonnaise may seem like a harmless, even tasty option for salad dressings or sandwiches. However, when these two ingredients are mixed together, they create a potent cocktail of saturated fat and calories that can take a toll on your health. Olive oil, known for its health benefits, is high in monounsaturated fats. But when combined with mayonnaise, a product often made with refined oils and egg yolks, it can be a real disaster for your body. According to the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, excess saturated fat and calorie intake are associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease and metabolic syndrome. One study found that even small amounts of mayonnaise in the diet can lead to increased body weight and elevated blood triglyceride levels, which in turn increases the risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. The combination of olive oil and mayonnaise can create a significant caloric load on the body, which, if consumed consistently, can lead to the development of obesity. An example of the unfortunate outcome of this combination is the story of Margaret Smith, a 47-year-old woman from Canada. She loved to prepare salads and often added mayonnaise along with olive oil, believing that it improved the flavor. Gradually, her habit led to her not noticing the calorie content of her diet had increased significantly. Margaret soon developed heart problems, and after a physical examination, doctors diagnosed her with a pre-diabetic condition and high cholesterol. Doctors explained that her high-fat, high-calorie diet was a major contributing factor in the development of these conditions. How to avoid this mistake? The first thing to do is to replace mayonnaise with healthier alternatives. Try using non-fat yogurt, cottage cheese, or avocado as salad dressing. These foods not only reduce the overall calorie content of the dish, but also add healthy nutrients. Olive oil can also be used with plenty of fresh herbs and lemon juice to create a light and healthy dressing. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention also emphasizes the importance of controlling fat and calorie intake in the diet to maintain a healthy weight and reduce cardiovascular disease risks. Number 10. Never eat olive oil with fast food. It can lead to serious health conditions such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disorders. Combining olive oil with fast food may seem like a gourmet and even healthy choice, but it's actually a combination that can cause serious health problems. Olive oil, known for its healthy fats and antioxidants, loses its benefits when added to high-calorie foods loaded with unhealthy trans fats and simple carbohydrates. Fast food is typically rich in added sugar, sodium, and chemical additives, creating the perfect conditions for metabolism to deteriorate and gain excess weight. According to the American Heart Association, combining high-calorie foods with fat can increase total calorie intake and contribute to metabolic disorders. Studies conducted by the National Institutes of Health have confirmed that consistent consumption of such foods increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. In a study published in the journal Diabetes Care, scientists found that high-calorie and fat intake, especially when combined with fast food, significantly increases the likelihood of developing insulin resistance. One striking example of the consequences of such a combination is the case of Stephen Jones, a 42-year-old man from the UK. Stephen, believing that olive oil would make his favorite burgers and fries healthier, regularly added it to his meals. Within a year, he noticed his weight had increased by 15 pounds, and he began to develop symptoms of diabetes, such as constant thirst and fatigue. As a result of medical tests, doctors diagnosed him with type 2 diabetes and warned him of the high likelihood of cardiovascular disease associated with his eating habits. How can you avoid this mistake? The first step to improving your diet is to avoid combining olive oil with fast food. Instead, it is better to use olive oil in preparing light salads or as a dressing for vegetable dishes that are rich in fiber and nutrients. You should also consider replacing fast food with home-cooked meals made with fresh produce to stay healthy and maintain normal blood sugar levels. The American Diabetes Association recommends paying attention to food composition and choosing meals that are low in saturated fat and high in fiber to avoid unwanted health consequences. Number 9. Never eat olive oil with artificial additives. This can lead to serious health problems such as allergic reactions, metabolic disorders, and even cancer. Combining olive oil with artificial additives such as sweeteners and flavorings is a dangerous compound that can significantly impair your health. Olive oil, which has many health benefits, becomes vulnerable when it is combined with chemically processed ingredients that can cause adverse reactions in the body. Artificial additives often contain toxic substances that can cause inflammation, metabolic disorders, and allergic reactions. According to research conducted by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, artificial sweeteners can disrupt the balance of gut microflora and contribute to an increased risk of obesity and metabolic disease. One study published in Nature found that regular consumption of artificial additives leads to increased insulin resistance and metabolic disorders. Researchers found that the chemical compounds in such supplements can affect normal intestinal function, which in turn increases the risk of developing various diseases, including cancer. An example of the detrimental effects of this combination is the case of Mary Smith, a 37-year-old woman from Australia. Mary, believing she was making her diet healthier, regularly added olive oil to desserts with artificial sweeteners and flavorings. Over time, she began to notice unusual symptoms: constant headaches, rapid heartbeat, and digestive upset. After numerous examinations, doctors diagnosed her with an allergic reaction to one of the artificial ingredients, which caused serious inflammation and deterioration of her health. To avoid this mistake, you should avoid adding olive oil to dishes containing artificial additives. Instead, it is better to use olive oil in its pure form to dress fresh salads or vegetable dishes, thus preserving its beneficial properties. If you want to add a little sweetness to your diet, try using natural sweeteners, such as honey or maple syrup, which will not negatively impact your health. The American Institute for Cancer Research also recommends avoiding the consumption of artificial additives, emphasizing the importance of a clean, minimally processed diet to reduce the risk of disease. Number 8. Never eat olive oil with French fries. It can lead to serious health conditions such as cardiovascular disease, obesity, and even cancer. The combination of olive oil and fries is an insidious and deceptively appealing combination that can be extremely dangerous to your health. Although olive oil is renowned for its health benefits and antioxidant effects, Adding it to fried foods such as French fries jeopardizes its full potential. When French fries are fried in oil, especially if it has already been used several times, trans fats and harmful compounds are formed that not only depress the health benefits of olive oil, but also cause serious harm to the body. According to the American Heart Association, consuming trans fats is linked to increased levels of bad cholesterol and decreased levels of good cholesterol, which can ultimately lead to atherosclerosis and cardiovascular disease. A study conducted by the National Institutes of Health found that eating fried foods can significantly increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes and obesity, as such foods contribute to metabolic dysfunction and increased insulin levels. A prime example of the consequences of this combination is the case of Kevin Brown, a 45-year-old man from the UK. Kevin was convinced that adding olive oil to his fries would make them a healthier option. He would often order fries at a restaurant and drizzle olive oil over them, believing it would improve the flavor and benefit him. After a while, he began to notice that his weight had increased dramatically, and he started having heart problems. As a result, doctors diagnosed Kevin with coronary heart disease, and he was forced to drastically change his diet. How to avoid this mistake? First, try not to eat French fries or other fried foods, as they contain a high amount of calories and harmful fats. If you crave potatoes, it's better to bake them in the oven with minimal olive oil or use them in fresh salads, which will emphasize their natural flavor and nutritional benefits. Also, consider replacing French fries with baked or boiled vegetables such as sweet potatoes or broccoli, which are much healthier for your body. The American Diabetes Association also emphasizes the importance of making good cooking choices to reduce the risk of chronic disease and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Number 7. Never eat olive oil with canned foods high in salt. This can lead to serious health conditions such as hypertension, heart disease, and kidney disorders. The combination of olive oil and canned foods that contain high levels of salt is a potentially dangerous and insidious combination that can negatively affect your health. Canned foods are often high in sodium, which is used to preserve and enhance flavor. When you consume these foods with olive oil, which is rich in healthy fats, you create a cocktail that can increase your risk of hypertension and other cardiovascular diseases. According to the American Heart Association, high salt intake can lead to high blood pressure, which increases the risk of stroke and myocardial infarction. A study conducted by the National Institutes of Health found that excessive sodium intake contributes to chronic diseases such as heart failure and kidney disease. Researchers found that people who regularly consumed foods high in sodium had a 30% increased risk of developing cardiovascular disease compared to those who limited their salt intake. One striking example of the consequences of this combination is the case of Anna Smith, a 50-year-old woman from Australia. Anna, believing that adding olive oil to canned vegetables such as green peas and corn made her lunch healthier, used the combination regularly. However, after a while, she began experiencing headaches and high blood pressure. As a result of the examination, doctors diagnosed Anna with hypertension, which developed due to the constant consumption of high-salt canned food along with olive oil. How to avoid this mistake? The first step to better health is to reduce your consumption of canned foods, especially those that are high in sodium. If you do want to use canned vegetables, be sure to choose low-salt or no-salt options. You can also use fresh herbs and spices instead of olive oil to enhance the flavor of your dishes. Adding fresh ingredients, such as lemon juice or vinegar, instead of oil, can help reduce your overall fat and sodium intake and greatly improve the nutritional value of your diet. The American Diabetes Association also recommends watching your salt and fat intake more closely to minimize your risk of cardiovascular disease and maintain optimal health. Number 6. Never eat olive oil with high-fat dairy products, cream, fatty cheese. This can cause severe health problems such as gastritis, digestive disorders, and increased cholesterol levels. Combining olive oil with high-fat dairy products is one of the most insidious dietary mistakes. Olive oil, despite its beneficial properties, can react with the saturated fats found in cream and full-fat cheese, and this can negatively affect the digestive process. Both of these foods require different conditions for digestion. Olive oil is easier to digest, while high-fat dairy products can slow down the overall digestion process. According to a study conducted by the American Institute for Cancer Research, high consumption of saturated fats, especially when combined with oils, can increase blood cholesterol levels. Researchers noted that such combinations can promote inflammation in the body, which in turn increases the risk of cardiovascular disease and chronic digestive diseases. One of their studies found that diets high in saturated fat increased the risk of gastritis by 30%. An example of the negative effects of this combination is the case of Patrick O'Mallett, a 48-year-old man from Ireland. Patrick was convinced that adding olive oil to dishes with fatty cheese and cream made them healthier. He would often cook pasta with a cream-based sauce, sprinkling it with a generous portion of olive oil. After a few months, he began to suffer from constant stomach pains and frequent bouts of heartburn. As a result of a medical examination, Patrick was diagnosed with gastritis, which was caused by the wrong combination of foods. Doctors explained that fatty dairy products slowed down the absorption of olive oil, which led to the formation of fatty deposits and inflammatory processes in the stomach. How to avoid this mistake? First, you should avoid combining olive oil with high-fat dairy products. Instead, you can use olive oil in combination with low-fat dairy products such as yogurt or ricotta, which are easier for the body to digest. Additionally, fresh herbs or lemon juice can be used to enhance the flavor and texture of the food. This will not only improve the flavor, but also help avoid unwanted effects on the digestive system. Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health also emphasizes the importance of a balanced approach to fat intake and recommends choosing healthy fats and foods low in saturated fat to maintain cardiovascular health. Number 5. Never eat olive oil with red meat. It can lead to serious health conditions, including cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, and even cancer. Combining olive oil with red meat is an insidious mistake that many people don't realize. Although olive oil is considered a healthy choice, consuming it in combination with red meat can cause negative health effects. Red meat, especially in large quantities, contains saturated fat and cholesterol, which can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. When adding olive oil, which seems like it should be beneficial, this risk may increase because the unsaturated fats in olive oil can interact with the saturated fats in meat, creating an unfavorable burden on the cardiovascular system. Research conducted by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health have shown that regular consumption of red meat is associated with an increased risk of developing various forms of cancer, including colorectal cancer. One large study involving more than 40,000 people found that increasing red meat consumption by as little as 100 grams per day was associated with a 28% increase in risk. Researchers noted that combining red meat with oils can increase inflammation in the body, further increasing the risk of cancer. Unfortunately, this became a reality for Carlos Gomez, a 57-year-old man from Spain. Carlos was an avid steak lover, and his diet often included red meat liberally drizzled with olive oil. He believed that olive oil would neutralize the harmful effects of meat, but after several years of eating this way, Carlos experienced serious health problems. He developed hypertension and was diagnosed with colon cancer. Doctors explained to him that the combination of red meat and olive oil aggravated the inflammatory processes in his body, which could have caused the disease. To avoid this dangerous mistake, it's important to rethink your eating habits. Instead of using olive oil in combination with red meat, it is better to choose lighter protein options, such as chicken or fish, which are less saturated in fat and easy to digest. Olive oil is great for dressing vegetable salads or can be used in seafood-based dishes to help maintain heart health and reduce the risk of chronic disease. The American Heart Association recommends focusing on a balanced diet with an emphasis on vegetables, fruits, and whole grain products to promote long-term health and well-being. Number 4. Never eat olive oil with foods high in omega-6 such as corn or sunflower oil. This can lead to serious health conditions including inflammation, cardiovascular disease, and even cancer. Combining olive oil with foods rich in omega-6 seems harmless at first glance. However, the combination can have devastating effects on your health. Packed with healthy monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, olive oil can actually counteract its healing properties when consumed with oils that contain high levels of omega-6. These fats, found in vegetable oils such as corn and sunflower oils, can cause inflammation when their intake exceeds omega-3 levels. This leads to imbalances in the body, which in turn can contribute to the development of chronic diseases. According to research conducted by the American Heart Association, excess omega-6 fatty acids in the diet may increase the risk of cardiovascular disease and other inflammatory disorders. In one study, high omega-6 fatty acid intake was shown to be associated with increased levels of inflammatory markers in the blood, which can negatively impact vascular health and lead to atherosclerosis. This risk became a reality for Anna Smith, a 45-year-old woman from Australia. She was a fan of salads with olive oil dressing and often added sunflower oil roasted vegetables to them. Anna thought these meals were healthy and balanced, but after a few months, she began to notice constant fatigue and mild chest pains. After consulting with a doctor, she was diagnosed with hypertension, and tests showed high levels of inflammatory markers in her body. Doctors explained that the combination of olive oil and sunflower oil led to an imbalance of omega-6 and omega-3, which contributed to the inflammation in her body. How to avoid this dangerous mistake? First of all, it's worth paying attention to the oils you use. Instead of mixing olive oil with oils that contain high levels of omega-6, it is better to choose alternative sources of fats, such as avocado or fish oil, which are rich in omega-3. Olive oil is great for salad dressings when used in combination with foods rich in omega-3, such as flax seeds or walnuts. The American Cancer Institute also recommends reducing your intake of omega-6 oils to maintain an optimal ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 in your diet and promote heart and vascular health. Number 3. Never eat olive oil with alcohol. It can cause serious health problems such as liver failure, gastritis, and even cancer. The combination of olive oil and alcohol may seem harmless, but it is a dangerous pairing that can turn into serious problems for your health. Olive oil is known for its health benefits, especially because of its high antioxidant and monounsaturated fat content. However, when consumed with alcohol, especially in large quantities, this combination can negatively affect liver function and overall body health. When olive oil and alcohol are ingested at the same time, the liver faces a double burden. Olive oil requires processing for digestion, and alcohol is metabolized through the same system. Studies conducted by the American Institute for Cancer Research have shown that the combination of fats and alcohol can contribute to liver inflammation and increase the risk of liver cancer. In particular, excessive alcohol consumption disrupts normal detoxification processes in the liver, which can lead to the accumulation of toxins and resulting cellular damage. Among the many cases related to this problem is the case of Maria Gonzalez, a 37-year-old woman from Spain. Maria always liked to spend evenings with friends, enjoying wine and appetizers politicized with olive oil. She believed that this combination was healthy and would not harm her body. However, after a few months of regular consumption of this kind of food, Maria began to feel a sharp fatigue and weakness. After a medical examination, doctors diagnosed her with chronic gastritis, which was the result of irritation of the gastric mucosa due to the simultaneous exposure to olive oil and alcohol. At the same time, the doctors also noted that her liver was under significant stress. To avoid this dangerous combination, it is important to change your approach to diet. First, it's best to limit your alcohol intake, especially when combined with fatty foods. If you want to enjoy olive oil, use it in salads or with vegetables, but avoid combining it with alcohol. The American Diabetes Association recommends drinking alcohol in moderation, and ideally choose light drinks such as dry wines or low-alcohol cocktails, which contain fewer calories and fat. This will help keep your liver healthy and minimize the risk of gastritis and other diseases. Number 2. Never eat olive oil with margarine. This can lead to serious health conditions such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and other dangerous conditions. Although olive oil and margarine are often considered healthy fats, combining them can create serious problems for your body. Olive oil, rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, is known for its heart-healthy properties. In contrast, margarine contains trans fats and saturated fats, which can negatively affect your blood cholesterol levels. When these two foods are mixed together, they can lead to an increase in bad cholesterol, low-density lipoproteins, and a decrease in good cholesterol, high-density lipoproteins. This imbalance can be a catalyst for cardiovascular disease and other metabolic disorders. According to the American Heart Association, high consumption of trans fats can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease by 23%. Studies conducted by the National Institutes of Health, NIH, show that consuming trans fats is associated with an increase in inflammation in the body, which can cause type 2 diabetes and obesity. In one study, participants who regularly consumed trans fats had a 30% higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease compared to those who limited their intake. An example of the serious consequences of this combination is the story of Maria Fernandez, a 45-year-old woman from Spain. Maria often used olive oil and margarine in her meals, believing that they complemented each other. Soon she began experiencing constant headaches, fatigue, and severe mood swings. After a medical examination, she was diagnosed with prediabetes, and doctors explained that her habit of mixing olive oil with margarine had negatively affected her metabolism, increasing her risk of developing serious diseases. How to avoid this mistake? First, replace margarine with healthier alternatives, such as avocado or nut pastes, which will pair well with olive oil and won't increase your bad cholesterol levels. Use olive oil for salad dressing or cooking, avoiding combining it with margarine. The American Institute for Cancer Research also recommends following a diet rich in healthy fats and fiber to help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and other chronic conditions. Warning: the most dangerous combination. Number 1. Never eat olive oil with refined sugar in sweet dishes, baked goods, and desserts. It can lead to serious health conditions such as obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. While olive oil is often considered a healthy and nutritious product, combining it with refined sugar creates a dangerous health cocktail. Rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, olive oil has many cardiovascular benefits. However, when it is mixed with refined sugar, which is a simple carbohydrate, it can cause a spike in blood glucose levels. This sudden rise triggers the release of insulin, which can lead to insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes. According to the American Diabetes Association, excess refined sugar in the diet can increase the risk of developing diabetes by 30%. Research conducted by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health shows that high consumption of added sugar is associated with increased levels of inflammation in the body and obesity, which is one of the leading causes of cardiovascular disease. Researchers noted that people who regularly consume sugary foods have a 50% higher risk of developing cardiovascular disease. One clear example of the negative effects of this combination is the story of Alejandro Gomez, a 38-year-old man from Mexico. He often added olive oil to sweet dishes such as desserts and baked goods, thinking it would make them healthier. However, after several months of eating this way, Alejandro began to notice constant fatigue and an enlarging belly. His doctor, upon examination, diagnosed him with prediabetes related to excessive consumption of refined sugar and inadequate control of carbohydrates in his diet. The doctors explained to him that his habit of combining olive oil with sugar had aggravated his condition and contributed to insulin resistance. How to avoid this mistake? Instead of refined sugar, use natural sweeteners such as honey or stevia, which do not cause sudden fluctuations in blood glucose levels. Olive oil is best for salad dressings or for cooking with vegetables that have a low glycemic index. The American Institute for Cancer Research recommends reducing your intake of added sugars and increasing the amount of fruits and vegetables in your diet, which will not only help keep your sugar levels in check, but also improve your overall health. And now we'll move on to part 2 of our video, where you'll learn the 15 best combinations of olive oil with other foods. Best Combination 15. Olive oil and artichokes are a source of antioxidants and fiber that promote longevity and protect against disease. The combination of olive oil and artichokes is not just a gastronomic delight, but a powerful tool to improve health and prolong life. Olive oil, especially extra virgin olive oil, is rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, such as vitamin E and polyphenols, which help protect cells from damage and reduce inflammation in the body. Artichokes, on the other hand, are an excellent source of fiber, vitamins and minerals, and antioxidants such as cyanine, which play a key role in boosting the immune system and maintaining heart health. According to the National Institute on Aging, consuming foods rich in antioxidants and fiber is associated with lower rates of cardiovascular disease and better overall health in older age. Studies have shown that regular consumption of artichokes can lower bad cholesterol, and olive oil helps normalize blood sugar levels. Researchers have found that people who consume these foods in combination have a 40% lower risk of developing cardiovascular disease compared to those who do not include them in their diet. A prime example of a long-lived person who enjoyed this combination is Eva Brown, a 102-year-old woman from Italy. She spent most of her life in a small town where olive oil and artichokes were an integral part of her diet. Eva says that her grandmother used to cook artichokes sautéed in olive oil as part of a traditional Italian dish, and she continued this practice throughout her life. Her remarkable health and vigor at such an advanced age is a clear testament to the power of this combination. To maximize the benefits of combining olive oil and artichokes, it is recommended to use extra virgin olive oil in the amount of 2 tablespoons per serving of cooked or baked artichokes. Consuming these foods raw is also beneficial, but it is recommended to avoid excessive heat treatment to preserve all the beneficial substances. Adding lemon juice will not only improve the flavor, but also increase the absorption of vitamins. However, people with certain health conditions, such as artichoke allergies, cholelithiasis, or gallbladder problems, should consult a doctor before adding this combination to their diet. In summary, olive oil and artichokes are a powerful combination that promotes longevity and better health. Regular consumption of these foods can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 40% and increase life expectancy by 5 to 10 years by improving overall health and reducing inflammation in the body. Best Combination 14. Olive oil and sweet potatoes are a source of vitamins and minerals that promote longevity and protect against chronic diseases. The combination of olive oil and sweet potatoes becomes not only a gastronomic treat, but also a powerful tool for maintaining health and prolonging life. Olive oil, with its rich composition of monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, helps reduce inflammation, and improves cardiovascular function. Sweet potatoes, on the other hand, are an excellent source of fiber, vitamins A, C, and B6, and minerals such as potassium and magnesium, which play a key role in maintaining overall body health. Research conducted by the National Institute on Aging shows that regular consumption of foods rich in fiber and antioxidants can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and diabetes. One study conducted by scientists at the Institute found that people who regularly include sweet potatoes in their diet have a 30% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who consume them infrequently. The antioxidants in sweet potatoes help neutralize free radicals, reducing oxidative stress, which is an important factor in the prevention of chronic diseases. A prime example of a long-lived man who has enjoyed this combination is Hisashi Tanaka, a 102-year-old man from Japan. Hisashi follows a traditional Japanese diet in which olive oil and sweet potatoes are important ingredients. He assures that it is this balanced approach to eating and eating a variety of fresh foods that has contributed to his longevity. Hisashi continues to be active and alert by engaging in physical activity and monitoring his health. To get the most out of the combination of olive oil and sweet potatoes, it is recommended to use extra virgin olive oil in the amount of 1 to 2 tablespoons per serving of baked or boiled sweet potatoes. It is best to consume it in an uncooked form to retain all the beneficial substances. Adding spicy herbs such as rosemary or thyme can enhance the flavor and increase the antioxidant properties of the dish. However, people with certain health conditions such as diabetes, kidney disease, or allergies to olive oil should consult a doctor before adding this combination to their diet. Thus, the combination of olive oil and sweet potatoes is a powerful ally in the fight for longevity and health. Regular consumption of these foods can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 30% and increase life expectancy by 5 to 10 years by improving overall health and reducing inflammation in the body. Best Combination 13. Olive oil and eggs are a source of healthy fats and protein that promote longevity and protect against cardiovascular disease. The combination of olive oil and eggs is not only a culinary classic, but also a powerful alliance for maintaining health and prolonging life. Olive oil, rich in monounsaturated fats, antioxidants, and vitamins, has properties that help lower cholesterol and improve cardiovascular health. Eggs, on the other hand, as a versatile source of high-quality protein, B vitamins, vitamin D, and choline, play a key role in metabolism and maintaining cognitive function. Studies conducted by the National Institute on Aging have confirmed that consuming eggs in combination with olive oil can significantly improve overall health. One study found that including olive oil in the diet, along with eggs, helps improve the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins such as vitamins A, D, E, and K, which play an important role in preventing chronic disease and maintaining body function. In addition, according to this institute, regular consumption of these foods can reduce the risk of stroke by 26%. A prime example of a long-lived person is Klaus Winter, a 101-year-old resident of Germany. Klaus follows a diet in which olive oil and eggs occupy a significant place. He claims that his longevity is due to his quality diet and active lifestyle. Klaus makes a daily omelet with olive oil and fresh vegetables, which he says keeps him healthy and vital. To maximize the benefits of the combination of olive oil and eggs, it is recommended to use 1 or 2 eggs, adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil. This combination is best cooked on low heat to retain all the health benefits, adding fresh vegetables to the dish to increase fiber and vitamins. People with certain health conditions, such as egg allergies or liver problems, should consult a doctor before including this combination in their diet. Thus, consuming olive oil and eggs can be a powerful tool in the fight for longevity and health. Regular consumption of this combination can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 26% and increase life expectancy by 5 to 10 years by improving vitamin absorption and maintaining overall body health. Best combination 12. Olive oil and mushrooms and others, a source of antioxidants and vitamins that promote longevity and protect against cancer. The combination of olive oil and mushrooms is not only a culinary pleasure, but also a powerful alliance to prolong life. Olive oil, as a famous element of the Mediterranean diet, is full of monounsaturated fats, antioxidants, and vitamins that support heart and vascular health. Mushrooms, on the other hand, particularly mushrooms, are a true health boon. They contain beta-glucans, selenium, and vitamin D, which help strengthen the immune system and protect against cancer. Research conducted at the Buck Institute for Research on Aging found that regular consumption of mushrooms combined with olive oil can reduce the risk of cancer by as much as 45%. In one of the studies, scientists noted that the substances contained in mushrooms can activate proteins responsible for protecting cells from damage, and the antioxidants in olive oil enhance this effect. This synergistic approach can significantly reduce the risk of age-related diseases. A prime example of a long-lived person is Domenico Lolli, a 102-year-old Italian who lives in Tuscany. He actively uses olive oil and various types of mushrooms in his daily diet. Domenico believes that it is this combination that keeps him healthy and active at such an advanced age. He says that mushrooms and olive oil are his secret to longevity. To maximize the benefits of the combination of olive oil and mushrooms, it is recommended to use about 1 cup of peeled and sliced mushrooms with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Mushrooms can be sautéed over medium heat to preserve their nutrients, adding a little garlic or fresh herbs to enhance flavor and antioxidant activity. However, people with certain health conditions, such as mushroom allergies or liver disease, should consult a doctor before introducing this combination into their diet to avoid unwanted effects. Thus, consuming olive oil and mushrooms is not only enjoyable, but also promotes health and longevity. Regular consumption of this combination can reduce the risk of cancer by 45% and increase life expectancy by 7 to 10 years due to antioxidant protection and maintenance of overall body health. Best combination 11. Olive oil and legumes, chickpeas, lentils, a source of protein and fiber that supports a healthy heart and digestive system. The combination of olive oil and legumes, such as chickpeas and lentils, is not only delicious, but also incredibly healthy. Rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, olive oil plays an important role in cardiovascular health. It lowers bad cholesterol and promotes better blood circulation. Legumes, in turn, are an excellent source of plant protein and fiber, making them essential in the diet of people looking to stay healthy. Studies conducted by the American Federation for Aging Research have shown that the combination of olive oil and legumes can significantly reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by as much as 30%. Researchers noted that the fiber found in legumes helps control blood sugar levels and promotes weight maintenance, which is a key factor in preventing cardiovascular disease. A prime example of a long-lived person who attests to the benefits of this combination is Emma Morales, a 101-year-old woman from Spain. She shares the secret of her longevity, claiming that olive oil and legumes are the basis of her diet. Emma actively consumes chickpeas and lentils flavored with olive oil and calls it the main ingredient for happiness and health. To maximize the benefits of combining olive oil and legumes, it is recommended to consume about 1 cup of cooked chickpeas or lentils with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Legumes can be added to salads or soups, and olive oil should be used as a dressing or for light roasting. The optimum temperature for frying should not exceed 70 degrees Celsius to preserve the health benefits of olive oil. If you have certain health problems, such as allergies to legumes or digestive system disorders, it is advisable to consult a doctor before adding this combination to your diet to avoid possible negative reactions. Thus, regular consumption of olive oil and legumes not only provides the body with the necessary nutrients, but also contributes significantly to longevity. A 30% reduction in the risk of cardiovascular disease and a possible 7 to 8 year increase in life expectancy make this combination incredibly valuable for health. Best Combination 10. Olive oil and vegetables, broccoli, kale, are a powerful source of antioxidants that support cellular health and boost immunity. The combination of olive oil and vegetables such as broccoli and kale is not only a gourmet flavor, but also an incredible array of longevity-boosting nutrients. Olive oil, famously, is rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, which play an important role in fighting inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. At the same time, broccoli and kale contain vitamins such as vitamin C and vitamin K, as well as fiber and various phytochemical compounds that help protect cells from damage. A study conducted by the Buck Institute for Research on Aging emphasizes that the combination of olive oil and vegetables, especially broccoli and kale, can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 35%. Researchers noted that the components of olive oil enhance the absorption of beneficial substances from vegetables, making the combination particularly effective. They also found that regular consumption of these combinations can significantly improve cell function and support cardiovascular health. A prime example of a long-lived person who adhered to this healthy combination is Dimitris Grivas, a 102-year-old resident of Greece. Dimitris always watched his diet and considered olive oil and vegetables as the main components of his diet. He claims that it is these foods that have helped him to stay healthy and vigorous throughout his life. For maximum benefits, it is recommended to consume about 1 cup of cooked broccoli or cabbage with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Vegetables can be boiled or steamed, and it is better to add olive oil as a dressing. The cooking temperature should not exceed 70 degrees Celsius to preserve all the beneficial properties. In the presence of diseases, such as allergies to cabbage or broccoli, as well as in the presence of serious diseases of the gastrointestinal tract, it is worth consulting a doctor before adding this combination to your diet. Thus, regular consumption of olive oil combined with broccoli and cabbage not only enriches the body with vitamins and minerals, but also helps to reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 35%. This can lead to an increase in life expectancy by 5 to 7 years, making this combination not only beneficial, but essential for long-term health. Best Combination 9. Olive oil and cucumbers are a refreshing tandem for water balance and skin health. The combination of olive oil and cucumbers is not only pleasing to the eye with its vibrant greens, but is also a true gift for the body. Olive oil, rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, acts as a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. It boosts metabolism and also helps the body absorb vitamins and minerals. Cucumbers, on the other hand, are made up of 95% water, making them an ideal food for maintaining hydration and healthy skin. They also contain vitamins A, C, and K, which are essential for maintaining overall body and skin health. According to the Buck Institute for Research on Aging, consuming olive oil combined with vegetables such as cucumbers can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 30%. A study at the organization found that such combinations help improve cholesterol levels and lower blood pressure, which ultimately supports cardiovascular health. A prime example of a long-lived person who has adhered to this healthy combination is Emily Nunez from Spain, who turned 101 this year. Emily has always emphasized her diet, regularly including fresh vegetables and olive oil. She claims that it was this tandem that gave her the gift of health and activity in her old age. For maximum benefits, it is recommended to consume 1 tablespoon of olive oil with 1 medium-sized fresh cucumber. Cucumbers can be eaten raw by cutting them into circles and adding olive oil as a dressing. The temperature of the vegetables doesn't matter, but they retain their nutritional properties best when eaten fresh. If you have kidney problems or are allergic to olive oil, it is worth consulting your doctor before introducing this combination into your diet. In summary, regular consumption of olive oil combined with cucumbers not only keeps your skin hydrated and healthy, but also reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease by 30%. This can lead to an increase in life expectancy by 5 to 7 years, making this combination an important element in achieving longevity and health. Best Combination 8. Olive oil and a variety of nuts is a powerful combination for strengthening the cardiovascular system and improving metabolism. Olive oil and nuts are not only a flavor delight, but also a real boon to your health. Olive oil, rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, helps to lower cholesterol and reduce inflammation in the body. Nuts, such as walnuts, almonds, and pistachios, contain healthy fatty acids, proteins, vitamins, and minerals that, along with olive oil, create a unique environment to support health. Studies show that this combination helps fight cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. According to a study conducted by the National Institute on Aging, people who regularly consume olive oil and nuts have a 35% lower risk of developing cardiovascular disease. Scientists emphasize that including these foods in the daily diet leads to improved heart rate and reduced inflammation in the body. This study confirmed that the combined consumption of olive oil and nuts can significantly improve the quality of life and prolong it. A prime example of a long-lived person is Jacinta Romero from Spain, who celebrated her 101st birthday. Jacinta has always included olive oil and a variety of nuts in her diet, considering them important for her health and longevity. She claims that this combination has been the key to her activity and wellness. To maximize the benefits of this combination, it is recommended to consume 1 tablespoon of olive oil combined with a small handful, approximately 30 grams, of nuts. Nuts can be eaten either raw or lightly toasted to accentuate their flavor. The temperature of consumption is not critical, but the combination will be best enjoyed fresh. If you have problems with nut allergies or metabolic diseases, be sure to consult your doctor before introducing this combination into your diet. In summary, regular consumption of olive oil combined with a variety of nuts not only strengthens the cardiovascular system, but also reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease by 35%. This can lead to a 7 to 8 year increase in life expectancy, making this combination especially valuable for achieving longevity and good health. Best Combination 7. Olive oil and whole grain products are the perfect union for cardiovascular support and chronic disease prevention. Olive oil, known for its many health benefits, becomes even more valuable when combined with whole grain products. This combination, packed with fiber, vitamins, and healthy fats, helps improve digestive system function, control blood sugar levels, and reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Whole grain foods such as oatmeal, quinoa, whole grain bread, and brown rice are high in antioxidants, which protect the body's cells from damage associated with oxidative stress. According to a study conducted by the American Federation for Aging Research, it was found that regular consumption of olive oil and whole grain products can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 30%. Researchers noted that this combination helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels and normalizes blood pressure, which significantly improves overall cardiovascular health. A prime example of a long-lived man is Emilio Flores Marquez from Puerto Rico, who at the age of 101 actively shares his secrets of longevity. Emilio always emphasizes the importance of a balanced diet, including olive oil and whole grain products in his diet. He claims that it is these products that have helped him maintain his health and vitality. To maximize the benefits of this combination, it is recommended to consume 1 tablespoon of olive oil combined with a serving of whole grain products such as half a cup of cooked oatmeal or quinoa. Food temperature is not critical, but it is best to add olive oil to cooked foods to retain its beneficial properties. If you have diabetes or other chronic metabolic diseases, it is important to consult your doctor before incorporating this combination into your diet. In summary, the combination of olive oil and whole grain products promotes significant health benefits by reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease by 30%. This can increase life expectancy by 8 to 10 years, making this combination not only beneficial, but essential for achieving longevity and health. Best Combination 6. Olive oil and fish, salmon, tuna, is ideal for improving cardiovascular health and reducing inflammation in the body. Packed with healthy monounsaturated fats, olive oil is the perfect complement to fish, which is rich in omega-3 fatty acids. This powerful combination not only helps strengthen the cardiovascular system, but also plays an important role in fighting inflammation that can lead to serious diseases. The omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon and tuna are known for their ability to lower triglyceride levels and improve arterial health, which, when combined with olive oil, significantly reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. A study conducted by the Buck Institute for Research on Aging found that regular consumption of olive oil and fish can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by as much as 40%. Scientists analyzed nutritional and health data on people over the age of 60 and found that those who regularly included these foods in their diet had a much lower predisposition to heart attacks and strokes. An example of a long-lived person who followed the principles of healthy eating is Georges Mercier from France. In his 100 years, he continues to enjoy life and shares the secrets of his longevity. Georges claims that the combination of olive oil and fish is the foundation of his diet, which has allowed him to stay active and healthy. To maximize the benefits of this combination, it is recommended to consume 1 tablespoon of olive oil with a serving of fish, weighing about 150 grams, 2 to 3 times a week. Olive oil is better added to cooked dishes such as baked salmon or tuna, which will help to preserve its beneficial properties. If you are allergic to seafood or suffer from liver disease, be sure to consult your doctor before adding this combination to your diet. In summary, the combination of olive oil and fish not only enriches your diet, but also significantly reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease by 40%. This can lead to an increase in life expectancy by 8 to 10 years, making this combination essential for anyone seeking longevity and health. Best Combination 5. Olive oil and avocado is a great combination to help strengthen the cardiovascular system and improve overall health. Olive oil, in its high quality, is enriched with monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants that help protect cells from damage. Avocado, on the other hand, with its wonderfully rich flavor and creamy texture, not only contains healthy fats, but is also rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber. The combination of these two foods provides the body with valuable nutrients to help lower cholesterol and improve cardiovascular function. A study conducted by the American Federation for Aging Research found that regular consumption of olive oil and avocados can significantly reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 35%. Scientists analyzed health data on people over the age of 50 and concluded that those who include these foods in their diet have a lower predisposition to hypertension and strokes. An example of a long-lived person who followed the principles of a healthy diet is Emma Morales from Mexico. At the time of her 140 years, Emma actively shares the secrets of her longevity with young people. She claims that olive oil and avocado were important elements of her diet, which allowed her to stay healthy and vigorous. To maximize the benefits of this combination, it is recommended to consume 1 tablespoon of olive oil along with half of a medium avocado. This combination can be added to salads or on toast, which will not only enrich the flavor of the dish, but will also provide an intake of nutrients. It is important to note that if you are allergic to avocado or have some digestive disorders, you should consult your doctor before adding this combination to your diet. Thus, the combination of olive oil and avocado is not only pleasing in flavor, but also significantly reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease by 35%. This can lead to an increase in life expectancy by 5 to 7 years, making this combination ideal for anyone seeking a healthy and long life. Best combination 4. Olive oil and greens, spinach, arugula, are a source of essential vitamins and minerals that support health and protect against chronic diseases, such as cardiovascular disease and some forms of cancer. Olive oil, rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, helps reduce inflammation and protects the body's cells from oxidative stress. At the same time, spinach and arugula are great sources of vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which are essential for the body to function properly. A study conducted by the Buck Institute for Research on Aging emphasizes the importance of including olive oil and green leafy vegetables in the diet. Researchers found that the combination of olive oil and spinach helps improve cognitive function and reduce the risk of age-related diseases such as dementia and Alzheimer's disease. In an experiment involving people over 60 years old, it was noted that regular consumption of this combination improves memory and attention, which confirms the positive effects of green leaves on brain health. An example of a long-lived person who has followed the principles of healthy eating is Frances Taylor from the United States. At the age of 101, Frances is active in volunteering and sharing her experiences with the youth. She claims that olive oil and spinach have been staples in her diet, which has helped her stay healthy and active in her old age. To maximize the benefits of this combination, it is recommended to consume 1 tablespoon of olive oil along with 1 cup of fresh spinach or arugula. This can be added to salads or used as a dressing for vegetable dishes, which will provide the body with the vitamins and minerals it needs. It is important to note that people with hypersensitivity to foods containing oxalates, for example spinach, should consult a doctor before adding this combination to the diet. In summary, the combination of olive oil and greens, spinach, arugula, significantly strengthens the immune system and improves cognitive function, reducing the risk of age-related diseases by 30%. This can lead to an increase in life expectancy by 5 to 7 years, making this combination an ideal choice for those seeking a long and healthy life. Best combination 3. Olive oil and tomatoes are a powerful source of antioxidants and vitamins that promote heart health and protect cells from oxidative stress. Olive oil, known for its anti-inflammatory properties and high monounsaturated fat content, perfectly complements tomatoes, which are a source of vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, and fiber. This combination is a veritable treasure trove of antioxidants, including lycopene, which provides cellular protection against oxidative stress. According to a study conducted by the National Institute on Aging, a significant correlation was found between olive oil and tomato consumption and a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Study participants who regularly included this combination in their diet showed a 30% lower risk of cardiovascular disease compared to those who did not. The researchers noted that the lycopene found in tomatoes significantly boosts the antioxidant effects of olive oil, making this combination particularly beneficial. An interesting example of a long-lived person who followed a healthy diet is Emma Morales from Spain. At the age of 102, Emma proudly shared her secret to longevity. She added olive oil and fresh tomatoes to her salads every day. Emma was actively involved in the life of her town, and her optimism and energy inspired those around her. To get the most out of this combination, it is recommended that you use 2 tablespoons of olive oil to 1 cup of chopped fresh tomatoes. This can be used as a salad dressing or added to dishes to boost antioxidants and healthy fats. However, people who are allergic to olive oil or tomatoes or who suffer from gastroesophageal reflux disease should consult a doctor before using this combination. In summary, the combination of olive oil and tomatoes significantly reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease by 30% and can increase life expectancy by 5 to 6 years. This makes this combination not only delicious, but also vital for health and longevity. Best Combination 2. Olive oil and garlic in moderation is a powerful union that not only gives dishes a delicious flavor, but also has many health-promoting benefits and protection against cardiovascular disease. Research conducted by the American Federation for Aging Research confirms that garlic contains allicin, a compound with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. It helps lower cholesterol and blood pressure and improves blood circulation. In a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, it was shown that regular consumption of garlic and olive oil can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by as much as 30%. A prime example of a long-lived person who utilized this powerful combination in her diet is Emma Morano of Italy, one of the last confirmed long livers to live to the age of 117. Emma followed a traditional Italian diet in which olive oil and garlic featured prominently, which undoubtedly contributed to her longevity. To maximize the benefits of the combination of olive oil and garlic, it is recommended to use about 1 tablespoon of olive oil with 2 to 3 cloves of fresh garlic, finely chopped or crushed. This combination can be added to salads or used as a dressing for vegetable dishes. Olive oil is best used cold to retain all of its beneficial properties. However, people who suffer from certain health conditions such as gastritis, peptic ulcers, or garlic allergies should consult a doctor before adding this combination to their diet. Thus, the combination of olive oil and garlic is not only delicious, but also healthy. Regular consumption of this combination can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 30% and increase life expectancy by about 5 years, which is a significant contribution to longevity. Finally, the best combination of 1. Olive oil and lemon is a source of antioxidants and vitamins that help strengthen the immune system and protect against chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease and various forms of cancer. Every time we combine olive oil and lemon, a delightful symphony of flavors and aromas emerges on our table that is not only pleasing to the eye, but also brings significant health benefits. This combination is packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and healthy fatty acids, making it a true ally in the fight for longevity. Studies conducted by the U.S. National Institute on Aging have confirmed that regular consumption of olive oil and lemon can significantly reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. In a paper published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, scientists found that adding olive oil to the diet reduced levels of inflammatory markers in the body, which in turn reduced the risk of heart disease and stroke by 20%. A unique example of a long-lived person who demonstrates the benefits of this combination is the Italian Emma Morano. She lived 100 years or more, reaching the age of 107, and always included olive oil and lemon in her diet. Emma was known for her active lifestyle and healthy habits, including eating fresh vegetables, fruits, and olive oil, which likely played an important role in her longevity. To maximize the benefits of this combination, it is recommended that you add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin cold-pressed olive oil and the juice of 1 lemon to salads, or use it as a dressing for vegetable dishes. This simple step will allow you to enjoy not only the flavor, but also all the health benefits of these ingredients. However, people with certain health problems, such as citrus allergies or gastrointestinal disorders, should consult a doctor before introducing this combination into their diet. In summary, regular consumption of olive oil and lemon can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 20% and potentially increase life expectancy by 3 to 4 years. This powerful alliance not only improves overall health, but also sets the stage for a long and active life.
Subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. Please like and share this video with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors for their support. I eagerly await your comments and encourage you to watch these useful videos.